Welcome back to the channel. It is still April 8th, 2024, bringing you guys a late night video tonight. We did not have an NBA slate tonight, so I'm giving you guys some early picks for the Tuesday night games. We're going to be running a two-man parlay on Sleeper, and we're going to make it a three-man parlay with this free pick, Jason Tatum over 0.5 points. It's a free pick. All I need to do is get 1 point. That is an intro promo for Sleeper. We're going to be using that. If you guys aren't on Sleeper already, get on Sleeper. I'm going to tell you a million times over and over again in each of these videos. We are locking in all these plays on Sleeper. I will show you why. We already have a discrepancy between Prizepicks and Sleeper for some of our picks. But outside of that, they're giving you guys a $500 deposit match. So most of these DFS apps are offering you $100 or whatever it is. The minimum is 10. So if you put in 10, they'll give you 10. Put in 100, they'll give you 100. But all the way up to $500 on Sleeper, they are giving you free money. So we need to be locking this in on Sleeper. If you're not on there already, just wanted to mention that. But let's go ahead and get into our picks for the day. Not going to spare you any time here. We're going into Props.Cash. That's my analysis tool. People always ask me this in the comments, mainly on Instagram, but I'm using Props.Cash. It's basically the same thing as Outlier. The link is in the description for that if you guys are interested. It is an awesome tool. But our first play, we are doing Kristaps over 18.5 points and assists. If you can't tell, we are looking at a sea of green here. He only has, 5 out of his last 30 that he sold this. We love an 83% clip on a normal straight line. Most of my alt line parlays, if you guys are paying attention to some of those videos, our minimum criteria is 80%. So we already have a 3% buffer on that. And then in his last 15, we're hitting it at a 93%. I believe he hit 15 in a row here right before he sold this last game. We like when we see some aggressions as well. They're not going to be able to hit this line 100% of the time. So as long as we have one sell here every now and then, we know that we're going to be able to get back above that. So it's a good sign, basically. Minutes wise, I don't think we have anything to worry about. Yeah, averaging 30, let's call it like 28 is going to be his normal. If we exclude these outliers, around there, let's call it 28. So as long as he gets his normal minutes, this should be perfectly fine. They're versing the Bucks. The Celtics are the only ones that have clinched in the East so far. So this is definitely going to be a competitive game. I don't think that anyone except Giannis is probably going to get limited minutes. They just came out, I believe it was yesterday, and said that Giannis is going to get limited minutes for the rest of the season. How many minutes that is really depends, but we will see. Outside of that, though, I think that everyone should be safe. So we are going to take Kristaps over 18.5 for our first play. And then our second one, look at that, baby. Sea of red. We are taking the Kelly Olynyk under 7.5 rebounds. I really don't understand why the line is 7.5. It honestly should be 5.5. Let's take a look at 6.5 and see where it's at. So just on the 7.5, he's hitting it at a 10% rate. He's only hit 3 of his last 30 games. It's absurd why they have it up this high. At 6.5, we're at a 23, so it's still a great under. 5.5 is like, I feel like that's just the true line. Is where it's supposed to be. So we're getting like, let's call it a 2-board discount on a straight line. So once I saw this, I am just absolutely sold on this. Hopefully this doesn't get changed down to like 6.5 tomorrow. So if you guys are seeing this now, lock this in immediately. I also think that the Kristaps one is going to get moved up because I'll just show you right now. We're not even going to get into much of an explanation on this. Look at it, 3 in the 30. So look at this though. There's Kelly's, but Kristaps, he's 19.5 on Prizepicks. Why are you guys using Prizepicks? We already have a 1 point and assist difference on Sleeper with the 18.5. And if we look back at his line, his points line is 17.5. So if we get 2 assists, what's his normal assist right now? He's averaging just about 2.5 over his last 30 games. If we just get 2, then we already get a 1-point discount on his points if we're taking into consideration this Prizepicks line. So why are you guys just giving money away to Prizepicks? Lock this in on sleeper. I don't know how else to describe to you guys a better way to get more value on your picks than a point difference already. Yes, granted, this line is early and we're getting it at 18.5 on sleeper, but still, man, like, come on now. This happens all the time, and especially when they do straight lines too. Let's see if they have any straight lines for Kristaps. They don't, which is good. Let's go into Kelly and see what Kelly's line is. I believe that his normal board line was 7.5 here. Yeah, it was. So actually, they're being pretty fair here. They already have teasers on all of these, which is good. Normally, they have straight lines, which basically, if you hit let's call it on sleeper, we get a 5.5 rebound, and then on Prizepicks they have 5.0. We can hit the 5 on sleeper because we need 6, and then on Prizepicks, if you hit the 5, it's going to void the line. So if we're taking into consideration just straights versus teasers, sleeper is always going to have the teasers. I don't even think they have any straight lines on there. So regardless of that, we are locking this in on sleeper. I will show you guys the final line here, or final slip. So we have over 18.5 points and assists for Kristaps, under 7.5 for Kelly Olynyk, and then obviously the free line for Tatum. Locking it in, you can only do a $20 bet for the pick on sale for Tatum. So essentially, we're taking $20, turning it into $199.80, so minus 20 cents. But that is what we are doing for tonight's pick, I should say. It is the early pick for tomorrow. I will be definitely getting you guys at least 1, if not 2 more videos tomorrow. We're going to be doing a player prop shop parlay video. If you guys aren't familiar with those, go look at the other videos that I've done in the recent days. We are starting a new, I made it a playlist on the channel. So we're going to start a new section for that. But then always, I'm going to give you guys my own personal picks. That's what these are today. I might give you guys another one of these tomorrow. We will just see on how I'm doing on time. I need to do a regular NBA and regular NHL short form content for you guys. Look out for those on shorts on the YouTube. But also, if you're not following me already on all social media, it is at Inefficient Odds on everything. Make sure you're following. And then also need you guys to subscribe, like the video, comment, let me know what you guys want some more of. Share this with your friends, and I will be here for you guys tomorrow for another parlay video. Peace.